My brothers, it's Monday morning, and I just want to say welcome to another one of our videos. I have with me this morning Chuck Marshall. Chuck and I have traveled different places around the world. He is an incredible photographer. If you ever need videography or photography, give Brother Chuck a call. But on one of our trips, he told me a story about his father. I want him to share that with you because I think some of you men will be encouraged to do the same in some different way for your sons. Thanks for joining me this morning, Chuck.
It's my pleasure.
Would you share that story with my brothers that you shared with me in the Ukraine?
I can do that. My father was a professional drummer, percussionist, and back pre-war, and then for a period of time thereafter. When I was 7 years old, he asked me if I wanted to learn to play drums, and he would teach me to play drums. And what 7-year-old doesn't want to be like his dad? I said absolutely. And he ran through some rules. You got to practice 30 minutes every day, and I must learn to read music, read percussion charts, rhythm charts. And so we proceeded, and we would listen to records that belonged to my grandfather. He was an audiophile.
Wow.
And had 16s and 78s, and a lot of the people today don't know what those are. But
I don't know what those are.
You don't know what those are.
No.
So he told me if I stuck with it, that he would buy me my own set of traps when I was 13.
Traps,
drum set.
Oh,
my own layout
got
of they're called traps. And so I did, and when I was 13, he did. He bought me my set of Ludwig. It was a really nice set. I still have them. I'd go to my dad's rehearsals with him, and we would I'd help him set up, and I just felt like I'm with my dad, And I began to feel like I was just kind of like one of the boys. And but going to rehearsals, eventually my father asked me if I wanted to go with him on some of the gigs, annual ball, very formal, and things like that. And I said sure. So I started going, and I'd help him set up the drums, and I'd always sit off to the side of the bandstand, always in the shadows, And so there was this one event that came up, and I was 14 years old. And he asked me, he said, we've got this really special annual dance that we're going to be playing at. And do you want to go? I said, absolutely. He says, but we all have to be in tuxedos. I thought, wow, tuxedo. So we went, rented tuxedos.
Now, how old were you at this time?
I was 14.
Okay.
I was 14. And we went, helped him set up. It began. It was an amazing ballroom with chandeliers. The ladies were in long, formal flowing gowns, and the men in tuxes. It was amazing. And I remember just how happy I was to see my dad, up there playing. They were a really good band. The end of the second set, I'd always go out back, with them during the breaks. Go out back and come into the beginning of the third set. I went and sat down on the side, off in the shadows, like I always did. He walked over to me, and he just looked at me with his smile. He pulled out the drumsticks from his back pocket, and he just handed them over like that, just held them out. And I just looked up at him. I don't know what my face must have looked like, but I was going, what's going on? And he goes, go play the set. And I said, no way, Dad. No, I can't. He says, yes, you can. I said, I can't.
So here you are at this formal event,
and
your dad is telling you to go up and play.
That's right.
And you're trying to convince him and yourself you can't.
That I can't.
But your father said,
you can. Yes, you can. You know everything in you wants to go do this. Go play. You can do it. Everything in me did want to do it, and literally everything in me was terrified. And so I did. I went up, and I'll never forget it. I remember my neck feeling like it was sunk into my shoulders, and it was really tight. About halfway through the first tune, which was a very classical big band tune at the time, I looked over at my dad, and he winked at me, and he smiled, and he did like this.
Calm down.
Just calm down, relax. And it's like I did. I was able to do that. When I saw my dad do that, I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I can do this. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Men, look for opportunities to affirm in your sons and your daughters greatness. God said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." If Jesus needed to be affirmed by his Father, how much more your children need to be affirmed by you. God bless you. Have a fantastic week. Thanks, Chuck.
Thank you.